Good evening, everybody. Today is day 16 of NaNoWriMo. I turned on the microphone this time. I didn't forget. In fact, I actually put me a note right there beside the camera reminding me to always check the microphone. Today I don't really have a whole lot to talk about. It's another one of those days where I'm just a little exhausted from today's activities of, well, running through the woods, or not really running. I have no reason to run. I don't run unless I'm being chased. But walking through the woods, little over 4 miles on foot today. My legs are killing me, and I'm tired. I did get a little bit of writing done, both yesterday and today. Still slightly behind schedule, but we'll pick up. I'm really going to get into the gear sometime soon, I promise. And we'll just get this book knocked out. But one thing I was thinking about, yesterday I made the announcement that when the book is finished, the end of NaNoWriMo, day 30, I'm going to provide the rough draft of the manuscript, just more than anything, just so you guys can have access to that story, and just to confirm that I'm not blowing smoke. Some people would do that. I'm usually not one of them. If something happens, something happens. I mean, we can't really do much, but I'm going to make this goal. I'm pretty good. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. That's neither here nor there. I started this book with the concept of I wanted to write the book in tandem with doing these videos to try to give you guys kind of the daily mindset of what it's like for me, at least, to write a book. I can't say all authors do things the same way I do it. I can't say I do it the same way other authors do. I can say that I've listened to enough other authors talk that, for the most part, we're on the same page in most areas. We may change things up a little bit. We may have slightly different ways of looking at it. But for the most part, most of us do about the same stuff in one way or another. But since I began this thing with the idea of doing these videos, I'm kind of thinking that maybe once I get the manuscript done, at the end of this NaNoWriMo thing, I'm thinking maybe starting another segment of videos about basically creating the book beyond the writing. So, we have the writing done. As I said in my little 3-part successful book thing that I gave you guys the other day for download, creating the book is the least important aspect. And the reason being is the craft of the book is all about really a quality product. Making sure that you have a nice flowing story. It's easy to read. It's enjoyable to read. There aren't a bunch of typos in it. Relatable characters, relatable plot. All of that stuff creates a good story. And really, at the end of the day, that's what it's about. We want to create good, enjoyable, fantastic stories. But it's the least important thing, and that's not to say it's not important. It is very important. Everybody should strive to create the best content they can. Cutting corners, being lazy, that's a recipe for disaster, if you ask me. I believe in creating the best quality content that I am capable of creating. And yes, sometimes you can get lazy and it can be easy to take a shortcut. We shouldn't do that. We should strive for the best we can possibly provide. Within a timely manner, obviously. There is a fine line there to travel. But your books cannot get return readers if they don't get initial readers. Quality has no place in getting initial readers. It's all about getting return readers. You cannot get initial readers with a quality book. Your initial readers are going to come from the initial marketing plan you have. This is the keywords you use. Advertisements, word of mouth. Number one, you have to get in front of people. And you need to get in front of vast amounts of people. And honestly, that is the hardest part of this particular profession, is trying to get your message to new people. Phase 2 is stuff that's within really your control. That's your cover, that's your title, that's the font your title's using, your book description, which should, again, hit on those keywords because that's all about search engine optimization. Phase 2 is within your control. Phase 2 is where you hook the reader. You have to get to the potential readers first. Get in front of them. Then, with your efforts, you can hook the reader. And then, by having a quality content, you create somebody who wants to read more of your stuff, and they go for your other books and anything new you write, and that's how you get your return readers, is by having a quality product. That is how you get longevity to your career. Now, book programs like the 20 Books to 50K platform, shotgun authoring or shotgun writing, as I've said before, it's where basically you're just throwing a bunch of stuff out really fast. Get it out as fast as possible. Most of those books, I can't say all, most of those books suck because they are flown through editing extremely quick. Most of them have not really had good, solid editing. And they're lacking on a quality product. They may be enjoyable stories, but they're lacking on a quality product that is not going to have a whole lot of return readers because they are all about getting as many books out as quick as possible, writing the new release list, and just as long as they're putting books out, they're going to stay up and making money. But the moment they stop putting books out, they're going to nosedive, and their career is effectively over at that point in time. I don't want to work that fast, that hard forever. I want something that's going to last so I don't have to push as hard. But I digress. What I'm thinking about doing for this particular book after I get the NaNoWriMo portion done, I'm thinking of doing a walkthrough series about the building of the book itself, the formatting, so to speak. Probably touch on some editing. My editing process is a little different than some people. I do usually about 5 passes myself before I send it off to other people. And each pass I'm looking for something different, or I'm trying a different technique to get the cleanest edit possible before other eyes are set on it. Now, the rough draft you guys will be provided with at the end of NaNoWriMo, that won't be edited any more than what I've done while writing the thing. But we'll get the book edited, we'll get the book formatted, we'll get it turned into an actual book. I may go through and show you guys the cover deal. I learned how to be a cover artist myself. I learned graphic design. I learned this stuff. And I learned how to compete with professional cover artists. Just simply because I couldn't find someone to do the same for me. Anyway, that's enough for this video. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. And honestly, I'm going to get some sleep. 4 a.m. is going to come early. And it's nearing 11 o'clock right now. Anyway, you guys have a good evening. We will talk to you tomorrow, hopefully with some more writing done.